Hello everyone and welcome to J.Mike's Missives on YouTube from the new digs. So sorry I don't have anything on the wall yet. I know when you don't want to pay attention to me or I'm saying something really stupid or outlandish, you look around the room to see what J.Mike spends his days in. So I'm sorry that's boring, but I've got two important things already in the room on this first day of the NCAA tournament. Right here will be my tournament brackets. Gotta have those in place, and right here for my alma mater, Western Kentucky University, Big Red, go Tops, tonight playing in Oregon against Illinois. I have you going to the Sweet 16. Don't disappoint me, but that is mostly based on faith. But without further ado, I want to go ahead and get into today's discussion, which is on the offensive line. If you go onto AtlantaFalcons.com within the next few days, you'll see where Matt Moore and I are soliciting questions on the offensive line and want to hear from you about what the Falcons may do in the draft in regards to that position. Now, first you have to say what a difference a year makes, because last year at this time the Falcons had needs at all different positions, offensive tackle being a huge position of need, and of course the team addressing that by trading back into the first round to get Sam Baker to protect Matt Ryan's blind side for what is hopefully many years to come. Not so much the case this year, as the team is more in a mode to where looking for depth and to kind of add a little bit of athleticism to come in on certain packages and stuff like that. For how good the offensive line was last year, only allowing 17 sacks and just totally turning around what was a horrendous season the year before, there wasn't a lot of players behind that starting five. And you look at the moves in free agency thus far, there's only been two, and one of them was to add center Brett Bromberg to add a little depth there behind Todd McClure. Most centers also able to play guard as well. So you have some depth in there at that point. So maybe offensive tackle is a position where the Falcons look to add a little depth with the retirement of Todd Weiner and with Sam Baker, who was injured a little bit in 08. Should make a full recovery, appears to be healthy, but you are always one play away from going to the guy on that next level. So this is a position where some experts say the Falcons won't by any means address it high in the draft, will be looking to add a body. In fact, Andrew Gardner, the offensive tackle from Georgia Tech, told us at the Combine that the Falcons were a team that he had spoken with and that playing here and staying in the city of Atlanta would be a dream come true. But when you look at the class as a whole, it's a lot like it was last year. You have some very quality tackles at the top of the draft in Eugene Monroe, Jason Smith. You got Evan Britton making a push in there, although he's still probably a bottom of the first round type of guy. And then you have Andre Smith, whose stock has just plummeted since reports of a bad pro day and leaving the combine early. But of course, coming from a school like Alabama, he's going to get plenty of suitors. There's going to be a lot of people who look at his tape from college and say he can play. And if he keeps his weight down, that may be a steal for a team there in the middle to the late of the first round if his stock does indeed drop. Guard, there's not a lot of big names around there. At center, you've got guys like A.Q. Shipley and Max Unger. Some of those guys have been tossed around the first round, especially Unger. Read a report today where he was in discussions with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Some people had already looked at him for that team as possibly reloading, and I'll continue to keep guys like that in my mock draft on Falcons Life on Friday. So, I'm going to leave this one wide open. Tell me what you think about offensive linemen. Look in the research, try to figure out deep in the draft, like Matt Moore and I are too, to figure out who may be there, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th round, maybe even undrafted free agents. Nothing is off the board. Go on to AtlantaFalcons.com, ask us questions about the offensive line, ask us questions about what the Falcons could be looking to do. And then next Tuesday, March 24th, we'll be having a special not a live Falconcast, a video Falconcast to answer those questions. So, offensive line this week, talk about the big names, talk about the guys people have never heard of. Maybe you'll introduce something and start a good topic. Till next time, thanks for watching.